Okay, here's a walk around of what I've done on my cousin Dave's kayak. It's a Wilderness Tarpon 120. So what I've done is mounted a 30-pound thrust Minn Kota electric motor on it. Okay, so what I've done is cut the existing motor mount, or the original motor mount of the Minn Kota, put 6 tri-rivets on the rear, hooked up steering linkage with cable that runs through inside the hull, inside some tubing that's in there, and it exits right there, which I've then joined up. Sorry, let's get it. I'll go on this side, which they exit through here, which I have then attached to these sliding pedals. So they're Select designed sliding pedals, which I had to modify as well. I had to cut them shorter to allow full travel and to allow them to slide all the way back, and I'll show you why they have to slide back in a moment. So as you can see, motor turns. Left foot down, boat will turn left. Right foot down, the motor will turn right, or the boat will turn right. So what I've done is made a cradle up for the FPV power 12 volt 50 amp hour battery, and I've siliconed it down the bottom. Motor strap, so that battery is not moving anywhere. Positive, negative. Which runs into, well, I've got the positive going into a circuit breaker here. It's a 50 amp circuit breaker, right, and that goes into a PWM, powertrain width module, I think that's what it's called, PWM, or a speed controller. Got your forward switch, off switch, reverse. Got that's your accelerator, and a ammeter, voltmeter. Then all that wiring, all on the inside of the hull. I've run it all on the inside, runs to the back to this flush mount Anderson plug. Right, so it's as simple as hooking up your motor, plugging in your power cable, hook up your positive and negative, which already is. So these are the controls. This is the brain over here. So we've got the circuit breaker, which is off at the moment. I'll flick that on. Powers up the voltmeter. So you can see you've got 12.6 volts in the battery, 49.7 amp hours remaining in the battery. and we've got an amp rating there when the motor's switched on, or when you're trolling, or when you're moving. Got a wattage down the left hand bottom side and a watt hour the right hand bottom. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about those two readings. What I'm more interested in is voltage, amp hours and amps the electric motor's pulling, what the Minn Kota is pulling. So now we're all powered up. Right, so just going forward. Okay, and we'll switch on our motor, and here we've got a digital gauge which shows how much percentage of motor power we have. So it's a variable speed. So if I dial that up, you can see 6, 7, 8. All the way up to 100. That's 100%, that's flat out. You can see the motor's pulling 3.4 amps, 3.5. We'll bring that back down. Just go down to 50. There we are, 1.4 amps we're pulling at the moment. Go back to 100, 100% flat out, 3.3 amps. So that's variable. I can adjust that to wherever I want. And that's switched off. The motor isn't running at the moment. We'll just go up to 100%. 3.4 amps. And here we have it. 100% flat out throttle. Now, what I've made here is a pulley system which runs to this cleat. It's a swivel cleat. Let's just turn this motor off. So what I actually can do here as well, to power off the voltmeter, I just trip out the circuit breaker and it switches off. So we've got no power running anywhere. Turn it back on. Forwards. Motor power 100%. All the way back down to 0. And off. So we're in forwards at the moment. Now we're off. Motor's not spinning, the prop's not spinning, and I can also go on reverse. That's also variable speed, reverse, 100%, all the way back down to 0. Cut the power to the voltmeter, no more power to the motor. So getting back to this pulley system, okay, the cleat that I've mounted here, what that allows us to do is when you're launching off the sand, off the beach, and we've got shallow water and you don't want the bottom of the motor digging into the ground, into the sand, what we can do is we pull up on this cord. You can see that raises the motor and that just locks into that cleat. To way to let it down, just lift up the rope and slide it all the way back down. So we have it up, that's locked in, so that's not going anywhere. And motor is raised for launching or retrieval. down, up. Right, so getting back to why I had to modify or cut short of these Select slide pedals is because when you do pull up on the motor, I needed enough gap or space between the back of the pedal and where the wire exits, where the steering wire exits. So you'll see if I pull up on the motor, you'll see the pedals come back. There you have it. I had to make sure I had enough so these didn't bottom out to there, which allowed the motor to come up all the way where I wanted it to. So there you have it. A lot of work, a lot of issues, but I've overcome them all, and I'm quite happy the way it's turned out. Okay. Thanks for watching.